This was really about finishing with a lot of love and fun and peace for the career that I've had. I mean, I played 20 freaking years. It's been a long run, and I've enjoyed it. And
Aaron Rodgers just sent shockwaves through the entire NFL with an announcement that nobody saw coming. Just weeks after signing his $13.65 million deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers, the 41-year-old quarterback dropped a bombshell that changes everything for the franchise, the league, and his own legendary career. What he revealed on the Pat McAfee Show has left fans, analysts, and even his new teammates completely stunned, and the implications are absolutely massive. This isn't just another offseason story. This is a career-defining moment that will reshape the Steelers' entire future and potentially determine whether they can finally break their playoff drought. From his shocking retirement timeline to the brutal reality of what this means for Pittsburgh's championship window, Rodgers just changed the game with a few simple words that will echo through the NFL for years to come. During his explosive appearance on the Pat McAfee Show, Aaron Rodgers didn't hold back when asked about his future in the NFL. His response sent shockwaves through the football world. "Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. That's why we just did a one-year deal. Steelers didn't need to put any extra years on that or anything." Let that sink in. The four-time MVP, future Hall of Famer, and one of the most talented quarterbacks to ever play the game just confirmed what many suspected. 2025 will be his final season. But the way he said it, with such certainty and finality, makes it clear this isn't speculation anymore. This is Aaron Rodgers telling the world he's ready to walk away from the game that made him a legend.
This was really about finishing with a lot of love and fun and peace for the career that I've had. I mean, I played 20 freaking years. It's been a long run, and I've enjoyed it. And what better place to finish than in one of the cornerstone franchises of the NFL with Mike Tomlin and a great group of leadership and great guys in the city that expects you to win.
Congratulations, Graham.
Hell yeah.
The emotion in his voice was unmistakable. This isn't just a quarterback talking about his next contract. This is a man who knows he's approaching the end of an era, and he's chosen Pittsburgh as the perfect place to write his final chapter. The implications of Rodgers' announcement are staggering for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They didn't just sign a quarterback. They signed a ticking time bomb. Every snap, every practice, every game is now loaded with the weight of finality. The Steelers know they have exactly one season to make this work, and the pressure is unlike anything they've experienced in years. Think about it. The Steelers haven't won a playoff game since 2016. They've been searching for quarterback stability for years, cycling through different options without finding their answer. Now they have a future Hall of Famer who's essentially guaranteed to be gone after one season, win or lose. I love the game, and I dreamed about playing quarterback. I wanted to be all in, and the way that I was welcomed into Pittsburgh was very cool. I'm going to give the Steelers everything that I got and empty the tank and be super comfortable and satisfied with whatever happens, Rodgers declared. Those aren't just words. That's a promise from a man who knows this is his last dance. But here's the brutal reality. If the Steelers don't make the most of this opportunity, they'll be right back where they started in 2026, searching for a quarterback while watching their championship window slam shut. Rodgers was clearly drawn to the Steelers organization, particularly Tomlin's leadership. The mutual respect between Rodgers and Tomlin is obvious, but now they have to deliver. The expectations in Pittsburgh are sky high, and with Rodgers' retirement announcement, the pressure has just been cranked up to maximum levels. Here's where this story gets even more dramatic. The Steelers open the 2025 season on the road against the New York Jets, Rodgers' former team. The same organization that watched him suffer a devastating Achilles injury just 4 plays into his first season, then struggled through an underwhelming 2024 campaign that ended with a 5-12 record and another missed playoff appearance. Imagine the storylines. Rodgers returns to face the team that couldn't protect him, couldn't build around him, and ultimately couldn't give him what he was looking for. Now he's suiting up for their division rival in what could be his first step toward the storybook ending he's been chasing. The Jets will be watching their former quarterback try to accomplish with Pittsburgh what he couldn't do in New York, make a legitimate championship run. The emotions, the narratives, the pressure. It's all going to be on full display in Week 1. At 41 years old, with 20 seasons under his belt, Rodgers has nothing left to prove from an individual standpoint. He's a 4-time MVP, Super Bowl champion, and future first-ballot Hall of Famer. But there's one thing missing from his resume that could define how he's remembered: a second Super Bowl title. His career has been defined by incredible individual success, but team disappointment. One Super Bowl win in 20 seasons for a quarterback of his caliber feels incomplete. The Steelers represent his final opportunity to add that second ring and cement his legacy among the all-time greats.
I mean, I think it's not really can't go out like this. It's I love the game, and there's been a beautiful relationship. It was my first love when I was 6 years old, dreaming about playing quarterback and you know, being in a Super Bowl and winning the Super Bowl.
That's the heart of it. This isn't about proving doubters wrong or extending his career for the sake of it. This is about a man who fell in love with football as a child, getting one last chance to fulfill those childhood dreams. The math is simple. The Steelers have one season to make this work. There's no building chemistry over multiple years, no time to develop the perfect system, no luxury of patience. It's championship or bust, and everyone involved knows it. For a Steelers team that's been competitive but not championship level for years, this creates an interesting dynamic. They can't afford to waste a single moment of having Aaron Rodgers under center. Every decision, from offensive coordinator calls to roster moves, has to be made with the urgency of knowing this is their only shot. The fan base in Pittsburgh is already electric with anticipation. They know what they're getting. Not just a talented quarterback, but potentially the final piece of a championship puzzle that's been years in the making. As we head into the 2025 season, the countdown has officially begun. Every Aaron Rodgers snap could be one step closer to his final NFL moment. Every Steelers game carries the weight of a franchise trying to maximize their championship window with a legend who's ready to walk away. The pressure is immense, the stakes are impossibly high, and the drama is unlike anything we've seen in recent NFL history. Aaron Rodgers didn't just sign with the Pittsburgh Steelers, he gave them his final season, his last chance at glory, and the opportunity to be part of one of the greatest sports stories ever told. Will it be a fairy tale ending with a Super Bowl championship, or will it be a cautionary tale about the difficulty of chasing past glory? One thing is certain. We're about to witness something special, and the entire NFL world will be watching every single moment. What do you think about Aaron Rodgers choosing Pittsburgh for his final season? Can the Steelers actually win it all with a 41-year-old quarterback? Drop your predictions in the comments below, and let me know if you think this is the perfect ending to his legendary career, or if he's setting himself up for disappointment. Smash that like button if this retirement announcement shocked you, and subscribe for more breaking NFL news and analysis. Hit the notification bell so you never miss when we drop the latest NFL bombshells. Mike Brown has just delivered a performance that defies belief, and what's been revealed has left NBA observers across the country stunned. The former Sacramento Kings coach stands as one of the most experienced candidates in the coaching market, making his recent explosion over the Knicks coaching situation particularly shocking to witness. The revelation involves not only his catastrophic reaction to Tom Thibodeau's firing, but also the complete breakdown of professional courtesy during New York's coaching search, prompting the entire basketball community to finally acknowledge the systematic failure after witnessing one of the most hostile coaching disputes in recent memory. The context begins with the New York Knicks' sudden firing of Tom Thibodeau and their subsequent coaching search, where Brown was expected to compete professionally for the position, but instead delivered shocking criticism of the franchise's decision-making process. The veteran coach recently faced the reality of being identified as a leading candidate alongside former Memphis Grizzlies head coach Taylor Jenkins, and announced his complete disagreement with the Knicks' treatment of Thibodeau, despite his 226-174 regular season record and 24-23 playoff record. This inflammatory response escalated tensions, particularly when Brown questioned the franchise's commitment to stability after Thibodeau demonstrated measurable competitive progress during his tenure. The NBA coaching world has been following the Knicks' organizational dysfunction for an extended period, recognizing what their coaching turnover represents for franchise stability and player development. Brown's impressive credentials include his 305-187 record with Cleveland during 2 separate tenures and 2023 Coach of the Year honors with Sacramento, raising fundamental questions about coaching evaluation. Who exactly fires successful coaches while pursuing candidates with similar track records? The organization wants to ensure fans understand that coaching changes require legitimate justification through deliberate performance analysis rather than organizational impatience and reactive decision-making. The coaching search situation provides crucial context because Brown's outrage cannot be viewed as simple professional disappointment or competitive frustration between candidates. Brown serves as an experienced NBA coach who understands organizational dynamics through decades of experience, implementing proven leadership methods alongside comprehensive player development expertise that should command respect from front office executives. The veteran designed his coaching philosophy encompassing high-pressure situation management, systematic talent cultivation, and championship-level preparation protocols that directly contradict the Knicks' apparent organizational instability and short-term thinking. Brown recently revealed his complete frustration with the Knicks' decision-making process in a particularly explosive statement that exposed his systematic criticism of franchise management. The Knicks are at a crossroads with their coaching search potentially extending beyond the upcoming NBA draft. The urgency to fill the position is palpable, but firing a coach with Thibodeau's record shows organizational confusion about what constitutes success. This decision reflects the unpredictable nature of coaching in the NBA and demonstrates why quality coaches question franchise stability. This comprehensive criticism exposes Brown's systematic concerns. Question organizational leadership competency directly, defend coaching profession standards against arbitrary dismissals, and demand accountability for franchise decisions to justify coaching community solidarity, ultimately demonstrating that experienced coaches will not tolerate organizational dysfunction that undermines professional coaching security and career longevity throughout the league. The Jason Kidd pursuit complications reveal the Knicks' desperate attempt to secure marquee names despite organizational dysfunction and questionable decision-making processes. The Knicks are actively pursuing Dallas Mavericks head coach Jason Kidd despite being denied permission to speak with him, while sources indicate they will continue pursuit until definitively shut down by Dallas management. Kidd has 2 years remaining on his contract and faces uncertainty regarding his future with the Mavericks, but his close ties to Dallas star players and family stability may deter him from considering the Knicks' overtures. The competitive landscape demonstrates how Brown's candidacy compares to other available options while highlighting the limited coaching pool. Both Brown and Jenkins have been identified as top-tier candidates for the Knicks' coaching position, with Jenkins already completing a comprehensive interview process, while Brown's forthcoming meeting shows the franchise's systematic evaluation approach. Jason Kidd's mention as a potential candidate comes with a significant caveat of his current Dallas contract, creating competitive complications and potential legal issues if pursued aggressively. The track record comparison reveals fundamental inconsistencies in the Knicks' coaching evaluation criteria and organizational priorities. Brown's tenure with Cleveland included a significant leadership role in their historic 2007 NBA Finals run alongside LeBron James, establishing his credentials for managing superstar personalities and high-pressure situations. His Sacramento success earned Coach of the Year recognition in 2023 for ending the Kings' remarkable 15-year playoff drought and transforming organizational culture. Despite this documented success, his tenure ended abruptly in the 2024-25 season after a challenging start, demonstrating the volatile and unpredictable nature of NBA coaching positions across multiple franchises. The organizational reputation damage extends beyond individual coaching dismissals to broader questions about the Knicks' professional conduct and institutional decision-making competency. Brown's criticism highlights the franchise's documented pattern of coaching instability that systematically affects their ability to attract and retain quality coaching talent while building sustainable winning culture and maintaining competitive consistency over multiple seasons and coaching transitions. The franchise identity crisis creates additional scrutiny regarding the Knicks' long-term organizational vision and genuine commitment to coaching excellence. Brown's extensive experience and proven track record of success could serve as the catalyst the Knicks need to revitalize their competitive aspirations, but his increasingly public criticism suggests deep skepticism about their organizational commitment to coaching development and sustainable team building beyond short-term reactive measures. The player development implications demonstrate how systematic coaching turnover negatively affects team chemistry and competitive progress over multiple seasons. Thibodeau's dismissal, despite achieving competitive playoff performance, sends deeply concerning messages to current roster players and potential coaching candidates about unrealistic organizational expectations and fundamental lack of stability in leadership positions. The timing complications add significant urgency to the Knicks' coaching search while highlighting their consistently reactive rather than proactive organizational approach. The coaching search process extending beyond the NBA draft creates substantial recruitment disadvantages and preparation timeline challenges that negatively affect comprehensive player development programs and systematic season planning across multiple organizational departments. The professional courtesy breakdown shows how Brown's increasingly vocal criticism reflects broader coaching community concerns about franchise treatment of coaching staff and professional standards. His willingness to publicly question the Knicks' fundamental decision-making processes demonstrates unwavering solidarity with dismissed coaching colleagues and strong commitment to coaching profession standards that transcend individual career opportunities and personal advancement. The market dynamics reveal how potential coaching candidates systematically evaluate organizational stability alongside immediate competitive opportunities and financial compensation. Brown's sustained criticism could significantly influence other potential candidates to seriously question the Knicks' organizational culture and long-term coaching security, substantially affecting their recruitment effectiveness and candidate pool quality moving forward. The Thibodeau defense creates additional controversy as Brown systematically champions the dismissed coach's achievements and organizational contributions. Thibodeau's 226-174 regular season record represents measurable success that Brown argues demonstrates competent coaching despite organizational limitations. The 24-23 playoff record shows competitive playoff performance that Brown believes warrants organizational support rather than dismissal. The coaching philosophy clash emerges as Brown questions whether the Knicks understand effective coaching evaluation criteria. Brown's 2023 Coach of the Year award with Sacramento came after transforming a franchise that hadn't reached playoffs for over 15 years, demonstrating his capability for organizational turnarounds. His previous success with Cleveland during two separate coaching tenures shows sustained excellence across different organizational contexts and player personnel. The recruitment implications extend beyond individual coaching hires to systematic organizational reputation management within coaching circles. Brown's public criticism creates lasting reputational damage to the franchise's professional relationships and organizational credibility that affects future coaching searches and player acquisition efforts across multiple seasons and competitive cycles. Brown's public criticism could take him out of the running despite his qualifications, forcing the Knicks to look elsewhere. It also exposes deeper dysfunction that could scare off other top candidates and cause long-term instability. More than one coach's grievance, his remarks highlight widespread concerns across the NBA about poor treatment of coaches and lack of accountability at the team level.
Well, I think this pretty much closes the book on its Me Too. They're tuning in for Me Too. Oh, the WNBA's not going to like that. Oh, those Angel Reese trolls online that are trying to come for me and other YouTube channels, y'all aren't going to like this. Good. Too bad.
Caitlin Clark's return just shattered WNBA ticket trends, and Angel Reese can't hide her frustration. Prices crashed 70% the moment Clark was ruled out, proving who really drives the league's value. Reese's abrupt media shutdown says it all. The league is in the era of Clarkonomics, and not everyone's ready to admit it. Caitlin Clark has single-handedly turned WNBA ticket prices into luxury items. The Chicago Sky forward finds herself watching as Clark's return from injury triggers a financial earthquake that exposes exactly who drives viewership in women's basketball. The numbers tell the complete story of Clark's economic impact on the WNBA.